Yeah, hello there. Blind is here again with a little tutorial guide thingy that we should trying to do the gas fuel generator. Like in this setup, like this, in a small little world here. So, yeah, we just gonna show off this like that first, and yeah, I wanna start building it right about maybe now. So yeah, we will start though with this build. I'm gonna do the simple way to actually do the gas fuel generator, and here is all what we need. Of course, we need the gas fuel generator. And we need the battery, of course. Not necessary. You can kind of do with this first thing you kind of get. You can kind of read from that and have the fuel generator load up that battery or recharge that battery that's in this box. In the area power control though, because that you can actually read. You can read but you can read in this if you have the device configuration board for this, so you can actually like take the mood from here and check the battery and recharge that. So you don't need to have the stationary battery though. So, but that's not a little side thingy though. We're gonna do the stationary battery, small battery. Gonna do, and we need some cables. Of course, we need the little logic though to control it later on there. And a memory chip, and we actually need the power controller to. I'm gonna simulate though that we are on a starter base, but I'm in my little creative world here that I do a lot of crazy stuff. So I'm gonna show how I do it here. So we need some cables, both the simple ones and the bigger ones, and we need an ice crusher and some pipes for that, and plates for it as well there. So they have changed the battery though, so you need to build it. So you need some iron sheets to actually build the batteries. So we're gonna start out with the generator here. So like let me show you that I have it in the corner, doesn't matter. So, and actually I have this like my starter base, like almost like this, maybe do one foundation out more here or frame out though, but that's a side thingy. So there's the generator. We take the battery, place that with the input onto back. So we have the both outlines this side. And here you see you need to have, I think it's just the blades. You need a welder tool to build it. Oh, I don't have any batteries on that. Where did I take that? Oh, I know. One of my other projects I had. So, just gonna hop on here. So, to another project I had. like be showing that. Not necessary though, but I can't wait for that. We can use that, so we do that and open that there and put the battery in there. We just need a little bit though of it, so we don't need all. Wow, what are we doing? So actually I can show where you build stuff as well if you want me to do that. Then we need screwdriver to finish that off. So there's the battery, and we're gonna actually do outside first here. So we're gonna have ice whoops, not that ice crusher, and it doesn't actually matter though. In the beginning, you can kind of do a tank or something like that later on though. I prefer though to have a little bit bigger line or longer line, so we have a little bit more volume to the generator, so it runs a little bit better, a little bit longer. So what we're gonna need for doing that, we need wrench and some iron sheets. Yep. Oops. I know. Need one iron sheets if I don't remember wrong. But we can take the that, and we need some cable, and I don't have, so I have an inventory though with all kinds of crazy stuff. So those we're gonna leave there for now. We actually need to go into my inventory, see if I have some. We had some plates here. And the welding tool. And I have the Mark II, but doesn't matter. Cable coil. Oh, inside that, like that. So we're done with that. Now the cable. We do pipes, and doesn't matter how you draw this though, but I'm gonna do some stuff here. So we maybe need to see when we're loading up this how much it is in the pipe, so we don't crush the pipe. That's a bad one. So I'm doing like that, a little bit more. And actually I have in one of my other inventory that I didn't show, pipe manager thingy. So we're gonna put that in up here, that you can kind of stand here, throw in the ice and see, so you don't overload the ice crusher. So actually you can like see how much you put in and stuff like that. So we're done with the piping. The fuel goes into the back in the, of course, there. And actually I forgot something though, but let's see if we have that. We have probably a event here though. We got to like put the output here. We have an output of gases from there. So depend on which planet you are on, you might need to like take care of those gases. I would suggest you do in a way, But now we just will show the generator, how you set it up. But I suggest you like take that, do a bunch of filtration of what's coming out here, or you can probably put for that be 1,000 degrees ish coming out from this generator, so you can probably set a Stirling engine on it first, and then a nice filtration system after, so you take care of those gases that's left over from the generator. That's really a good suggestion, so you don't spill any gases out to the atmosphere that you maybe need. So that's the generator hooked up to the gases. Though now we should start with, how do we control this? There's two ways to do this. It's with logic stuff that we have here. We need a logic reader. I'm gonna put it here. Logic reader, and we need a logic writer, and you need a compare unit. Let me see, you got scroll cell to compare unit, you need, because you need to compare the memory you have here, so you can glue this. This is a lot of stuff, and I prefer nowadays, though. In the beginning I kind of did a lot of logic stuff because I was afraid of doing the MIPS coding, but the longer I've played, yeah, I got into that a little bit, though. More and more, though. I'm controlling more and more my stuff with that, because you need a heck of a lot of those to, if you should read out to have displays and like that, you need a couple of more of those here. But that's another story. So I'm gonna show how I do the coding also as well, if I have time for this. Though also we can hook up cables. I can do that off here, so we have a little shorter video though. So we need to hook up every cable stuff to everything here. We wait, be right back. So voila, yeah, we hooked up all the stuff. Not necessary to do all this cabling though, but I do it just so it looks a little bit nice. You don't need this cable here and stuff. Actually, I have hooked up. I saw that now. Oops. There is no input on that. There. So yeah, exactly. So everything here hooked up there. That's the data port on that, separating the power lines from there. The big one output here goes to the back, the batteries. So not so fancy though. I have, oops, I didn't connect up that ice crusher though. But yeah, we start with the programming here though. We need a battery for this one, so we can actually start up the system. So we need to crack this baby up there and put a battery in like so, and flip the switch so we have power on. And then we need a screwdriver to screw around with this. So we can start with the reader. We're gonna actually read the battery here. So flip the switch on for a little bit so the circuit knows what's in the circuit of the power cable set off. So gas fuel generator we should not have. A stationary battery, and we should read the mood, prefer hatch, power, error, on, power, prefer hatch. What? Why do you not like? I will see. Can you not read the mood from those? That was a long time ago. I was playing around with that. Of course, you can read the mood. Did we set it on? Yeah. There. So, stationary battery. We should have. We didn't look at the wrong thing. Look at the big text from the beginning. So okay, yeah. On mood, here we have it. So we should read the mood from the battery. And we do that. And now we see the mood is 1. It means that there's no power in that battery. That's correct. So logic writer, that we jump over for a little bit. We jump over to the memory. And we have that we can take our tablet and see. I don't think, oh no, that doesn't show in the tablet how many moods you have on it, but it probably is 5 or 6 moods. But we go to the wiki here though, or that one. Usually have it up in the corner when I'm doing. So just doing battery and station battery. So let me see. Yeah, we have 6 moods. So 0, 1, up to 6. 6 is full, and 5 is empty. So we can kind of print in that number on the memory, which mood we want to have. So we put in number 6 maybe, and here we can actually do the screws, or we can take the laborer and point at one of those knobs here, voila, and click on it and just set in. We set number 6, or doesn't matter, 5 or 6, but we take 6. So we want to have it fully loaded all the time. That's what we need. And compare, though, we will put on here this. We should compare the logic reader with the memory and send that to the logic writer. So that's what we're gonna do. So we turn that off, label off. We can't use that. We do there. Do the screwdriver on this. So first thing first, input. Logic. I think we need to go logic reader. And of course, we can label those things here. So say, like what, we can kind of label those. So we know if we have multiple ships, it'll be easier to. But now we just have this kind of setup, so we just do with this. So we don't need to do that. But you all know that we can like name stuff here. So logic reader we have there, and we should do less than logic memory. I think that's right. And we're gonna do here logic writer. So when that's like less than this, it's send out a number 1. And input logic compare unit we should have. Logic compare unit. And output, that will obviously be the gas fuel generator. Gas fuel generator. And we should have that turned to on. So it means that if the logic reader has reading from the battery, says that, hey, I need more power, then the compare unit though compares that signals and come from reader to the memory, and yeah, it's kind of say that, yeah, we need more power, dude, and send that to the logic writer and say, hey, start the freaking generator, turn it on, dude. And there we go, on 1. But it doesn't have enough power for that right now. So yeah, so that's what we should what we're doing here. So now we just need to have some ice, and that we have back over here though. Those who saw that, what we have the mining belt here. And we need to have that screwdriver in our inventory. So yeah, that we gonna actually, we needed the cable because we didn't hook up the ice crusher yet. So well, that was just one. Oh, dude. And hopefully we have some cables. Otherwise, yeah, we need to use our tool though for that. So we don't need to construct a bunch of cables. Means that we need to start up Autolath or something like that. Yeah. So now we can actually do that. No, it shouldn't be any problems though. So now we just need, I think, to put in the volatiles and some O2. I'm doing O2. We can maybe try to do NOS in this though, but we go with that stuff I usually do in my game. So we throw in O2, you see that the meter going up, so that's good. And guys, use your tablet for this. And we change that to so we read gases. Pipe network here though. We have the pipe network and we see that we have 20 percent-ish O2 and 76. So you can kind of throw in we throw in some more O2. It's okay though. It's gonna start, but I prefer I can kind of mix around so you get the O2 near 30%, 33%, and that's about 60% though. So we're gonna split that in half. Good that we were ish nighttime here though, otherwise we had get some trouble. So that didn't help though. 40%. We can stuff in some more. We can kind of fill that up almost to the red there though if we want, but it's close. We can do that half stack as well then. I know why you're falling into the ground though. Ish. It's gonna run. It's not that we need to have a exact though. It's gonna run anyway though it's gonna do that. So for order to this to run, we just need to do that. But now we have the issue though that should be set at less. Maybe I did this a little bit wrong. Maybe I did. Maybe you need to have the memory first. Actually, logic memory and logic reader. I don't think so. Less than that. But actually, we have too low temperature, and pressure in the room. And actually, we need another system though to kind of control the heat. That's the next step of this generator thingy though. You need more. So if you read on instructions of this needs about 20 degrees and around 100 pressure to order to work. So at normal temperature. So we're gonna need to do is like environmental control because we are way too low in pressure, and yeah, we're gonna do that. So we need to do atmospherics also, but easy peasy work. I'm gonna show that also what we need to do there. So here we can stand crankling this till we get to the right pressure or temperature. So we have 30 minus degrees in here, so of course this generator doesn't want to run because it need, I think it says here exactly required at atmospheric of 20 kpi at around 278k to 328k. So that's around 20 degrees. No, it's lower than that. But I usually go with 20 degrees or something like that, like normal temperature. So we can stand here for a long time. But we see we get power. And this is gonna work when we come to like to having a good atmosphere. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do a nice atmosphere. Be right back. Okay, so this time it's a lot of ships controlling this. So actually a little bit bored about this. No, but we need to control this. So this time around we need to like give them a name. So we need a logic reader, or actually need two, but we need one logic reader to read of course, a sensor we need to have in the roof. We need to have a sensor that's like have all the sensor data. A gas sensor. I haven't put that up, I see. So we need to have, so we can measure the temperature and the pressure. So that we need to do with all those thingies here, though. Logic ships. Yeah. So actually we need to set up, do we have a gas sensor? Yeah. And I always like to have that many in inventory. It doesn't matter. We put that gas sensor there. I'm gonna go with some cables to that. Where did we find that? There, probably. That back there. So creative mode. So I'm doing this. So now we have the gas sensor there. So that we maybe not need to name, but yeah. Here though, we're gonna go logic reader. We're gonna actually have that left, or we know that it's a reader or a logic. So we're gonna take that away and said just temp on that one. Over. And we need a writer to that, so we need that to be temp as well. Over. And we need a compare unit as well. Skip the logic and set temp on that one. Over. And we need one memory chip again. And we're just gonna call that memory temp. Like that. And now we need the pressure. Temp. What? That's a logic writer and reader. We have those here. Logic reader. We need that for and a writer, 2 pressure, confirm, and 1 memory for pressure. Good. So now we have all set there. No, go through those vents stuff. We have 2 vents there. We need to like say what it is as well, though. I think I'm gonna go with, where did that? Ah, yeah, we had it all over. So we have those 2. I can probably not pinpoint those from here. No, couldn't. We had built up a little bit of pressure inside there, so I didn't want to do so. Vent in. We just go and we do vent in, and that. We could do vent. Sure. Oh, and that's temperature. I think it was working like before the atmosphere changes here, though, so hopefully this is gonna work. So we set the temperature. We need to have our screwdriver and reader that will read the gas sensor, and we're gonna read temperature maybe. Oh, we have spelled that wrong. Okay, yeah, doesn't matter. We know what we have done. There is reading the temperature. Oh, and we have like 300 degrees in here. So what did it say here in our, when we didn't I get Oh, this is just because we have the screw wire on, maybe. How did we get the... I was saying... that before. On the wiki, maybe. We do that wiki. All the way down to the bottom. You say here though. 270 100 degrees. Let's go up to 100 degrees. What's it saying there? That for 270 something. So we do go down, easier to control. Though, so a logic writer, we need to set this to. This is the temperature. Read from memory temperature, reader pressure, reader temperature, and less than memory pressure, and go up to memory pressure and 200 and that was minus. Can do it like this as well. 270 something 5, and we need whoops, going back here. We didn't turn you on. Oh, we should. Like point. Because we set you to wrong pressure temp. Shouldn't you? Yeah, so we kind of did this. So fooled around a little bit with this stuff. So we actually put in the vent. We need to have one vent that's putting out on the inside, and that putting in is on top, putting in though. So and we flip around a little bit with the temperature here though. So we have 11 degrees in here because you can't do so much here though, more than just have some small things here. So we can probably go up in temperature a little bit more though here. I think 189 maybe, and that's gonna go up to that temperature. So holding the pressure though to 46, I set that to 50 there. So that depends on what this say though, and it's only starting when it's getting a little bit more pressure. I think a small pressure or the less pressure is easier to control the temperature. So if you go up to 100, I think we have need to do, especially on Mars though, we need to collect like cool gas during the night, and doing that with logic, well, no way I'm gonna do that though. So if you like and subscribe this, I maybe like do a session of like programming a program for icy housing instead. So yeah, that would probably be greater to do. So we're gonna see what's happening during the sun up here, if we can hold the pressure temperature, but I think so. This is not a good airlock yet. I'm fooling around with this, so that's starting. We go outside here. Now that's like putting in air. That one. We'll see if that like turns off, but it should be doing that. So this is like what you can do with logic shift, though. If you have a bigger room, probably be okay. But 18 degrees. No. And that should be pressure, temperature, pressure, temperature is still on 1. So it's trying to lower the temperature right now, though. So I will probably fine with that. Maybe we can go up to 20 degrees or something during the day here. So it probably works, though. So so it is. But I'm gonna do a little bit more advanced next one, because then we're gonna implement like taking cool air into here. Need to do like, because this is not livable, though. It's livable, but we have way too less O2, too much CO2, and of course we're getting all stuff from the generator in here, because that's like putting out stuff there. So yeah, this is not like livable conditions we have here. So we have just, so we need to have like a control, so it's good also. So this is just to show a lot of logic that you can like fit in a small program and add more stuff with that nice coding stuff. We're gonna show that next time, and like and subscribe, like I said, if you want to see me doing the programming and show you a little bit better build of this. And yeah, leave a comment or something if you like that, and if you want me to like show something else, though we can do a spoiler thingy here, though, or spoiler, like easy thing, if someone interested, though. I kind of did, so we read the batteries. That's a little bit big, though, but it's changing from percentage to volts or watts or wherever. So if you, and now we just have 100% battery there. So put that in there. We have some battery there. We have one that's 89. Let's show that the first battery is like 100% already, and that was loading so fast. So do we have a less battery somewhere that's like empty or something? No, we didn't, but it's showing like that's 100% batteries and 1 kilowatt in that. One, what? The first one is just... Oh, that's because probably that is damaged. So you can kind of show that as well. And that's just that small program doing that. Yeah. Yeah, it was a little bit over other... so working also on a new set of atmospheric here that we kind of take in gases at a certain pressure, and it's not get so much ice water like vapor stuff. It's just CO2 that we have. Oh, we have a lot of crazy numbers there. No, because we had too much pressure. But no bother with that right now. But yeah, we're working on that as we specific do the condensation thingy there and some evaporation chamber there though, so we kind of take care of that. And O2. So what we should do in the other base there next time, we're gonna take I think O2 is pretty stable, that you can go with small or long down in temperature, like 100 degrees or something like that. Mars doesn't provide us with that much cold, so we need to take the cold gas during the night. Kind of easy do in the program though, so we can load in cold air during the night, and it should be enough to kind of support the cold air in that small building. So we're gonna do that next time. We're here in our test area that we test out a lot of stuff. We're working on multiple projects that I want to discover more. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna probably do a lot of other stuff. Yeah. So welcome in, joining in next time I'm doing a YouTube video here with this small set of stuff. Working. It's 30. Yeah, so you see here it's like 31 degrees. You can't do much. You can have it like warm up stuff. So that's not efficient like this, but it's working. We need to like take cooled atmosphere into this. But it's not burning up or something like that, and it's working. It's gonna probably cool down when the sun go down here now. So the sun heat up this, but of course we can kind of take away the sunlight, just pick out the glass and do a normal wall stuff instead, so we don't get the heat from the sun here in. So can probably do that, but it's holding its temperature going down right now. No pressure, it's holding with just this logic stuff. Yeah, enough me talking. We say just like we always do, have a wonderful evening, morning, whatever you're having, and hope this was a little bit stuff that you want to see. And if you want to see something else, yeah, please say it in the comment, or like and subscribe like that to my channel. We appreciate the support here though, and come in watch me on Twitch. I threw in the link down below. Yeah, so yeah, have a wonderful evening. Bye bye.